Craig and I have always been passionate about inspiring young people to be leaders, to make the most of their educational and their training opportunities. Our belief is in the importance of children learning integrity, courage, and compassion. 9 months ago today, Wyoming lost a great friend in Craig Thomas. And I have thought long and hard about how to honor Craig's legacy and at the same time, how to help those young people in our great state who need a leg up in their successful endeavors. So today is a good day. Today is launch day, a new vehicle to carry on a central mission, a mission that for one Marine was never ending, opportunity for Wyoming's young people. Today we launched the Craig and Susan Thomas Foundation. Now, as a lifelong educator, I do know that usually it takes 3 things to change a young person's educational future around. First, you have to have hope. We need to show that there is a possibility. Second, you need a good educator, a mentor, a role model. And third, you need the means to get there. When a child actually sees that there's a possibility, and an educator or a mentor provides the support, our foundation can provide the means. For many years, we have served Wyoming, and it has been an incredible honor. And I want to continue helping in the best way that I know how. My job now is to continue Craig's and my efforts through this foundation so that we can find innovative ways to get young people through school so that they can achieve great things. This foundation will be dedicated to the education, the inspiration, and the leadership of future generations of Wyoming's young people, especially at-risk children. We will achieve this in 3 ways. First, we're going to offer scholarships to those who do not meet the Hathaway Scholarship Guidelines, but who want to continue their education in Wyoming at community colleges, trade schools, vocational schools, or at the university. Second, we are going to offer assistance to organizations and to groups that support our goals and champion Wyoming's youth. And third, we're going to sponsor leadership awards to individuals in Wyoming who have inspired and challenged our young people to reach their full potential. You know, Albert Einstein's life history, and I don't know if you knew this, proved that young people who struggle in school can achieve amazing things. Many of Wyoming's young people, despite average or above average intelligence, have trouble in school. They could be undirected, they could be unchallenged, they might get into trouble with the law, they may have no backup support at home or in the community, they could be environmentally disadvantaged, or they could be developmentally challenged. These young Wyoming citizens have ability, but for some reason, they have not been able to get back up on that horse after falling off. And we are offering them that leg up. We will be working with the Wyoming National Guard Youth Challenge Program. We will also coordinate with all of the high schools in the state, the community colleges, the cosmetology schools, the vocational programs, homeschoolers, 4-H, any organization who wants to help Wyoming's young people become positive contributing members of our society. As a team, Craig and I worked for education in Wyoming's young people, and it will be as a team that I carry on Craig's mission of inspiring Wyoming's young children to achieve more. This foundation is the vehicle to continue our work of helping the education of all of Wyoming's young people. And we will find every means to reach young people and to improve their lives. Inspiring excellence and providing inspiration, giving hope, one mind at a time. I thank you for your time and for making the effort to be here with me. It means a great deal. And now I would like to give some folks an opportunity to say a few words. And first, Governor and Mrs. Friedenthal.
But I think that one of your goals has already begun today, which is to inspire. It is a remarkable step that you would undertake to try to help, particularly folks who are not covered by the Hathaway Scholarship. There are an awful lot of people who slip through the cracks for the kind of reasons that you indicated, and I think that it is an inspiring step that you would take to reach out and to make sure that there is no one in Wyoming who is left without the opportunity for assistance. I actually knew Craig long before he got elected, or as my wife is fond of saying, I knew him before he became the Honorable. In the days when he was active in making sure that the rural electrification system worked in Wyoming. My father was on the Tri-State Board and the WREA Board, and so he has always been one of those figures who was slightly larger than life in that he was about doing good things, particularly for those of us who lived in the rural areas. The idea of electricity was really pretty important, and he was part of making sure that happened, and so it would only be logical that he would evolve into a public servant and that you would recognize and enshrine his memory with this foundation. So we're delighted to support him. With that, I would turn it to my wife, if that's acceptable.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, this is a happy day. I read a quote the other day that I really think applies here. The quote is that children are messages we send to a time we'll never see. And I think the issues and the opportunities are in our hands to make those messages happy, healthy, and strong. I'm pleased to be here. I'm also pleased to provide a contribution to the Thomas Foundation to help with its work. If Craig were here, I'd have to say this is Democratic money, you know.
He'd take it.
Yeah, he would take it. And my husband has assured me that the check is good. And we know that it's going to a good cause and to do truly remarkable work here for the children of Wyoming.
Yes, Susan has known me a long time. We all started out growing up west of KC, as a matter of fact. Great place to grow up, but also perhaps influences a little bit of the truly honorable thing that Susan and her late husband Craig are doing today, a concern for children, which I think is embodied in our rural areas. We do all pull together, whether it's in the community of Barnum, or Mayoworth, or Casey, or Chugwater, or any of the small communities and towns across this state, and the larger ones too, as a matter of fact, to reach out and help those young people that are less fortunate than some of us were. And I think that what we're starting on today is to strengthen that effort and to maybe make the net a little finer so that we pick up more of them and help them on their way to a successful life. Susan, thank you, and thank you for honoring Craig this way. I think it's great for this state. Thank you very much.
Almost. At least over the last 20 years, you know, a common bumper sticker said Craig's friend. And how could he not be? Craig Thomas, a member of legislature, a member of Congress, a United States Senator, all-around good guy. He was a friend to all that knew him. A real Wyoming version of Will Rogers, Craig epitomized graciousness, steadiness, and things that are the real Wyoming. Now we see that Craig's true Wyoming legacy continues. Susan, thank you. Thank you for all that you've done and all that you will continue to do. Thank you very much.
Again, thank you all for coming. God bless you. God bless America. Appreciate it.